defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any frog. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Bronco 80.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field, made that play?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cut my team. Get up.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who stayed healthy, they welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not as fast. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. Back, Cowboy 80.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a yard.
Warriors 17. Here we go. Set. Left eight. 60 vices. 60 vices. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him.
And that is caught. Touchdown. Brian Thomas from the yard out. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try to get things moving.
Get into the motion.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Ready? Nazareth. 60 Nazareth. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got to stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play call totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, it worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Thomas has it. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Ready, ready.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
From the
ready?
48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 11 that time, and it calls first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd and 1. We'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On first down, they'll go the ground attack. And he'll get it down this time to 17.
He's taken down at the 17.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw here. Down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone with a touchdown. Indianapolis. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Groupie for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Colts 14. Texans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Deacon. What an effort. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Chimway Deacon, 68 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Colts 14. Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Juke. And he'll take it past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need for them to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, check that. Check. 19, Tiger, 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey! Cowboy 80. Street. Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and it Colts first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get it!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Ready, check.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready.
They'll drop the throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 9 yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 19, 18. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped after a gain already a couple down the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. So much the mic. Characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody knows. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, sorry.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go now. 18, Cougar 19.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Colts. This regular monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add 6 to their lead. Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully with the same results.
Texans 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Come on. Set. Let go.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. those guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on and talk about it.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0-2.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making the next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nice. Check. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 43 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Selma Minette, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game. Beware.
Kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball. He was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On the ground, it's Tucker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And it's 3rd down.
79 Broncos.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. There's a nice move. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19.
Now they'll change things up.
Ready.
They run. It's Tucker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Texans, 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Texans.
Ready, ready.
And they'll run with Tucker. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9 now. This one taken in by Stover. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 6 yards away. And the Texans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, it wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here. They're going to battle you to the end.
The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Ready,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Viking 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
79 Broncos. Bronco 80. Warriors 17. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ready.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here. Complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving him. But I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brian Thomas, 56 yards. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. That's complete to DK. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 80 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Elijah Higgins, 58 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Cowboy 80.
look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Colts on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and then he winds up incomplete. Still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. Kevontae Turpin there to make the grab. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. He'll be able to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was pretty much a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was padding and fighting. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 4.
19, street. Let's go, right here. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. Go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
Come on. Panther 11.
A 49-yard gain on
They'll
the
look to
play.
throw here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Ain't able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ready.
Here's Tucker. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely build more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. They nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
They're on 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
18, Rattler, 18, Stephanie.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
60, go check. Warriors 17, 18, 5 in.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Let's go. Mustang 19. Bronco 8.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.